Good evening, everyone. We are going to continue with chapter 10 straight lines. The topic we have for today is slope of a line. Slope of a line is defined as the ratio of change in x axis with respect to the change in y axis. It is represented by the letter m. If we have a line AB where the coordinates of A have been taken as x1, y1 and coordinates of B have been taken as x2 and y2, then M, which is the slope of the line, can be written as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where y2 minus y1 is the change in y axis and x2 minus x1 is the change in x axis. Now, if the line AB is extended such that it makes an angle of theta with the x-axis, I can tell that the angle CAB is also or will also be theta because AC is parallel to x-axis, and I can tell that AB extended, it will be a transverse line, and in a transverse line the corresponding angles is going to be equal. Now if this angle is theta, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In this triangle, can I tell that this side will be the opposite side and this is going to be the adjacent side? So the ratio of opposite side to the adjacent side can be written as tan theta. So I can write tan theta will be equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I can define a slope of a line in another way also. If a line makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis, then tan theta is called the slope of the line, and it is given by m is equal to tan theta, which will also be equal to the ratio of change in y-axis with respect to the change in x-axis, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Slope of a line. When a line is parallel to x-axis and when a line is parallel to y-axis, we already know that the slope of a line m, it is given by tan theta, which is nothing but y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now, if we have any line which is parallel to x-axis, I can tell that the angle it makes with the x-axis is 0 degree. Similarly, if I have any line which is parallel to y-axis, then I can tell that the angle it makes with the x-axis is 90 degree. So the slope of the line when any line is parallel to x-axis, it is given by m is equal to tan theta, in this case tan 0 degree, so tan 0 is going to be 0. So I can tell that the slope of a line which is parallel to x-axis, it is going to be equal to 0. Similarly, the slope of a line which is parallel to y-axis, it is m is equal to tan 90 degree. Tan 90 degree is not defined, or you can tell it is infinity. So this is the slope of a line which is parallel to y-axis. Moving on, let us discuss the slopes of two parallel lines and two perpendicular lines. So I have considered two lines L1 and L2 having the slopes M1 and M2 respectively. If L1 and L2 are parallel to each other, I can tell that the slope M1 and M2 will be equal, meaning the slope of both the lines will be equal. If I have two perpendicular lines, L1 and L2 are perpendicular, then the product of the slope of L1, which is M1, and the product of the slope of the line L2, which is M2, is given by -1. So whenever the two lines are parallel, M1 and M2 will be equal, meaning the slope will be equal. Whenever they are perpendicular, the product is going to be equal to -1. Let us continue with the exercise problems. So I think we were done with three problems, right? I think the third one we had to do.